I was saying, I had just told Quill earlier today that whenever I'm, like walking, like you see the streaming soon at night, it usually means that I'm about to go brush my kid's teeth. Give me like 2 seconds. I have a little sore in my mouth and it is killing me right now. I'm gonna go put some numb on it and I'll be back in just a sec. Look at the art while we wait. It's not furries. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I have this little sore in my mouth. Absolutely killing me. And when I'm in a situation like this, where I'm going to be talking a lot, I desperately want to make sure that I can do so without feeling pain. So I have this numbing agent that I use, and it's a godsend. It is fantastic. I feel nothing, inside or out. But yeah, nothing. Nada. But I'm pumped. Let's get some drawing done. I've got some really cool suggestions that I want to get to tonight. Ignore the scalies. Let's, do I have... I really could have sworn that I put these in their own folder. Hydrogen peroxide helps with those. Hurts when you put it on, but accelerates healing. That's a good point. I think I knew that. I just didn't connect the dots to say that'd be a really good thing for me to do. But right now, like, I can feel it. I can, like, feel the numbness spreading over my mouth. Don't swallow it, though. I ain't no spitter quitter. But let me grab this. We have... One of the things that came in was... Oh, my mouth. You know what? This is off topic. I'm debating if I want to get an ultra-wide monitor for my computer. If you can, do it. I've seen them in action. They are wonderful. They're they are all the positives of having two monitors. It's fantastic. Beautiful stuff. Also looks like chat overlay is not visible. Oh my goodness, yes. Because I was playing with stuff today. Where is it? It should be. Transition to the already set thing. What's going on here? That's bogus. See if it comes through. I know there's normally a delay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you can, if you want, and you have the ability to grab it. But if not, it, you know. Is it because I moved this all the way down? I'm playing with some things. That's so weird. Okay. I have a secondary... So, now I believe if you look down on the live stream, you have the ability to play sounds. And for some reason, it wants that on a certain level in order to use the other source. Whatever. Weird, but I'm going to deal with it. So, I'm going to get to drawing because I actually got a really cool concept that was brought to me by our... What was that? It was quiet, but still semi-off-putting. I seen a video where you're able to use Windows and Mac at the same time. Oh, that's weird. Like The Sin? Trainer Vaughn, I'm gonna be lurking as I got homework. Oh my gosh, I hear it and it's so garbled. How's it going, Trainer Vanna? I know you're lurking, just saying hi. No need to say hi back. I know you got stuff going on. Play ooh for 0 bits. There we go. Ooh, it comes through The alert comes through after, which is weird. I have to grab some reference material. Let's get to... I was asked if I could do an Umbreon, or not an Umbreon, an evolution for flying and ground type, which I am pumped about. But evolutions have such a specific face that I want to grab some reference material. So I'm going to grab this picture of Umbreon, because Umbreon is just a naked evolution. Oh my god, it's so garbled that it's even worse. I am good, I'm almost done with my term. Ooh, almost done with your term. That's awesome. Hey, what's going on, Rao? Glad to see you on. I was talking to my brother recently, Rao, and he said that he saw you on once or twice. And I'm glad to hear it. I'm gonna make this a little bit thinner. I'm gonna start with the flying type. Fakemon. Love that term, Fakemon. I want to have a nice thin neck. Weird, now my computer isn't responding. Oh no, is it because you played one of the sounds? Once you played one of the sounds, it just straight up stopped? Excited to see what you come up with. Yeah, so I'm starting out with like a flying type evolution. And I've been, I was actually talking with a couple of my friends and going over like what that could look like. And it was kind of decided a couple things. One of which that I kind of decided on my own was I don't want to go clouds, really. I may end up doing that, but at the outset, I know I've seen a lot where they're just this and they're like, oh, I'm going to draw a bunch of clouds. I'm not interested in that. So we're going to do something a little different. I also want it to be more petite, smaller, because if the idea is that it's going to fly, it should be small. Hollow bones, like birds. No, IDK, I was playing with the screensavers. Still not seeing the chat overlay. Not that it matters to me, but just an FYI. I could have sworn... Oh, is it because I did it and I didn't transition? Ha ha ha! I have it set that I can make changes on the fly, but I do have to officially like tell it, okay, do that. So I made the changes. I just never officially told it like, okay, now do it. Let's see, just want to make sure, like I said, I have to keep grabbing references and things because the evolutions, like, I have a reference, but I'm also so like, okay, they don't follow any real sort of pattern. Like, the eyes are different on all of them. Big anime eyes. Big anime smile. I want to make everything. I'm hitting all the points that it needs. It just doesn't feel like what I want it to. If I do that. But yeah, Rao, I was talking to my brother and he said that he saw you on every once in a while. And I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't really, like, I'm sure that there's a way for me to do it, but it doesn't really show me who's on, who's viewing while I'm going. So I have to like wait till the end. If that. I also don't want this to fit just like generic weird Pokemon. I want it to feel like it fits, you know? It's actually... I'm gonna be changing a lot with this thing as I go, and I'm gonna regret it because I'm gonna find something that I don't like. There we go. We get some leggies in there. I want to give it like a little scarf because I want to make it feel like it's like an aviator, like it's the Red Baron type of deal. So it's gonna have a little scarf. And I'm doing that because I'm trying to avoid doing the legs. Legs for me are like a weakness. I can draw them just fine, I'd like to think. But I just, for some reason, I don't like drawing them. Even on like humanoid creatures, I find them... I don't know, I find myself upset. Like it's hard to like that. I don't like the way that leg turned out at all. And I'm making my brush smaller by accident. Get rid of it. It's bad. Can make its hair look like a pilot's cap. That's what I was thinking. But I have some ideas that I'm going to try out. I think having it have a pilot's cap is very, very Pokemon. And that is, after all, what I'm going for, right? If I'm being honest with you guys, if I were doing this and I wasn't streaming, I'd probably just trace these legs and then warp them a little bit. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hurt my name. It's a sketch. Things will change. Am I decently happy with that? Let's say yes for the moment. Your growling as you select sections as you draw reminds me of the guy on PBS years ago. It was a learn to draw show, and when he was making a big or decisive stroke, he'd go, yeah, draw. Was that like drawing with Pappy? There was some show that I watched when I was a kid where it was like an old-timey grandpa, more so like a prospector type character, was drawing. And I don't know where it is. It's like lost media, you know? But I remember watching that as a kid because I like to draw, and it was a drawing show. Therefore, I should watch it. And I don't recall if I had any opinions for or against it. But it existed. Existed in my childhood. My idea is to follow through this shape a lot. Because I don't want to, like, just give it wings. You know, I don't want to go with, like, the go-to, what we anticipate with this. So instead I'm going to give it ears. I want the ears to be kind of the wings. I think it was called The Joy of Prospecting Moonshine and Drawing. It was Bob Ross's backwoods twin, Billy Bob Ross. Like if I do something like this, does that feel... I want to make them bigger, I think is the thing. I want to make them bigger. Like, does that feel ridiculous? Maybe I should fold them up. Like if I were to. Like as if they were like folded wings. Almost. But then it feels too dog-like. Like if I did something like this. But is that okay? Is that what I want? That's the thing, is it's like, am I okay with that? I don't know. It covers the scarf. I like the scarf. Go without. We'll not do that. We'll draw it as is, and I'll get the tail in a second here. But let me just make sure I get what I'm going for at the very, very least. Get something. My new tablet that I've been ranting and raving about comes in the mail tomorrow. I've been ranting and raving about it because I can't deal with this one anymore. I can't. It's crushing me. I was doing that at a 4. Let's do the mouth at a 3. I want it softer, actually. There we go. Yeah, but I watched this show when I was young, and it was like a grandpa, and he would teach you how to draw, and it was like the only drawing show around at the time. Like, obviously Bob Ross existed, but like for young kids, it was the only thing around. I like that shape, actually. Just think of all the scaly art you could draw with a fresh new tablet. The possibilities are endless. Oh no, the possibilities! They're coming for me. Some hot, fresh, scaly art. Who said that? So I feel like that's too sharp. It feels too much like it wants to be an anime eye. Which I guess Pokemon is technically an anime. But it just feels wrong. It feels not... It feels like it's pretending to be an evolution. Which I get is what we're doing. It's just, it feels like it's... Like it insists. It feels like it insists on itself. Should I give it eyebrows? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I love giving things eyebrows. Anyone here follows my Instagram, where I post a lot of Pokemon fan art stuff? You'll notice everything has eyebrows. I have like such a lack of control with this tablet. Such a desperate lack of control. Just think of all the scaly art you'll get to draw. Bigger. No, I'm gonna actually make that a little poof. OMG Stern, I just found the show you were talking about. It was called Pappyland. Yes! Pappyland. It was good. Like, it was very clearly trying to be something. And I'm appreciative of that. But I remember watching that show. It was really cool. The only thing about it was that it was and I can't blame the people for it. Again, it was the only thing around at the time that was like this. But it taught you how to draw, quote unquote, by just being like, hey, we're gonna draw a horse. Do this, do this, do this, do this. There, now you've drawn the exact same picture I have. Congratulations. And I as a kid who liked to draw, was like, okay, but like, can you teach me some fundamentals? Free programming? Which I get is a lot to ask of free programming. Also, Mark Kistler was the guy I mentioned earlier. Hydro! I do want to make this big. I do want to make it kind of ridiculously big. That's sharp. I don't want it sharp. Touchy. Touchy, touchy. I want to make these a little bit sharper. That's the big thing that I'm hoping for with the new tablet that I get tomorrow. Is that I'll be able to get back to pressure drawing rather than just like hoping, because with this tablet it's not working for me. I have to get a new one. And I hope I don't sound hyper pretentious saying that. It's like, I can't, how am I expected to draw on this no name, no brand tablet, whatever? No, I just desperately need all the stuff that's gone out on it recently. Just further enforces the fact that I can't work under these conditions. So I'm very excited for the new tablet coming in. Made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. Since we're on a kind of a PBS kick. Can I say this too? I never got the hype around Mr. Rogers. Don't mind me, I'll be doing some homework and lurking. I'll be listening. Sounds good, Ernie. Get that homework done. I think you'd mentioned before that you were like nearly done with some school stuff. I know Trainer Vanna is, and I am pumped about that for them. But I know you'd mentioned that something similar as well, so get her done. If I see you talking to me, I will throw a fit just so I can help you. I will fight. You better not be about to diss on Fred Stern. I will fight you. I didn't watch the show because I was one of those kids who was like, it's not a cartoon. The puppets are creepy. Why would I watch it? And it wasn't until later that I got a divine inspiration for Fred, for Mr. Rogers, and everything that he was, and all the hard work that he put in because of his care. Because he cared. You know, I realized that later, but I remember when the show was on, and when I was at the age that I would have watched it, I didn't. And you know, I kind of do regret that I didn't watch it, because I never got the experience of Mr. Rogers. Never got the Mr. Rogers experience. Mr. Rogers has bombed the soul of abused kids. Oh, that makes me sad. I strongly encourage you to watch the documentary A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's fantastic. Oh, I've seen the documentary. Like I said, I got into Mr. Rogers when I was an adult. And was like, wow, this guy just really cares about people. No catch. Which even now is like weird to think about. That there's a guy who just like loves you. And was like cool about it, you know? It's like, he just loves you, man. He's Mr. Rogers. Mr. freaking Rogers. Mr. Rogers made me feel more loved than my dad ever did. It's terrible, but at the same time, it sounds like at least someone was there. Mr. Rogers spoke through the TV directly at you. That's what I liked about him. It's like, I'm talking to you. I care about you. And it's like, I believe him. Never will there be one as innocent and as lovely as Mr. Rogers. There we go. I think that's good. I need to give him a tail. Do I just do this shape again? What if I do like a rudder type thing where it's like kind of like Jolteon has, where it's like almost like this, like the wings on the head. You can picture them expanding so he can fly. And the tail is almost like a steering rudder. Steering rudder feels weird to say. Like a rudder used to steer, as rudders are made to do. And then should I do... I'm going to make a new layer, just because I don't know how I feel about it. Like if I do these... I do actually really like that. Let me know, what do you guys think? I like it, but it does feel like it's a bit much, you know? Like, should I put anything on the front too, or just like... Like, at this point, it's like, those are just wings. And I wanted to avoid putting wings. You know? I want to avoid the go-to of it. Mermaid Melody Forever. Is that a Pokemon OC? First off, welcome Mermaid Melody Forever. Glad to see ya. This is your first time chat. I see. That's awesome. But yeah, so this is kind of a Pokemon OC kind of... what I do is, on most nights, I do art request streams. And I was requested through our Discord, link below, to do a flying type evolution and then a ground type evolution, and then I had a couple other things as well, but this is currently the flying type evolution. Maybe a smaller tail like the back of a plane. Maybe a smaller tail like the back of a plane. I understand what you're saying. I'm just worried that if I do like that back of a plane split, it will come across as like a fin, you know? I'm saying you know a lot, you know? Propeller tail. Do you just draw Pokemon or do you take character requests too? I take all sorts. I take anything. Last stream, which was on Tuesday, I did some D&D art for a member of my D&D group who actually happened to go in the Discord and post what they were looking for. Stink the current one up by like 60%. Shrink the current one by like... Oh, the tail. I can do that. I'm getting a lot of people saying the tail is problematic, so I can do that. Can I send you my character then? For sure, yeah. The Discord's on the link down there. Go into like general or wherever and send it to me, or even like stream art. and we'll see what we can do. If I can't get to it this time, because I do have a little bit of a list, I will definitely hop on it next time. So just let you know, I don't forget about people. They just are on the list. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I don't mind waiting. Cool. Yeah, send it. I'd love to see it. Anyone who has like their OC and characters like that, like I am enamored by. I'm kind of new to the Twitch scene, but I am enamored by like Twitch OCs. I love them. I love the concept. I haven't seen any that I don't care for. Is that the way to put that? Yeah. I haven't seen any that I don't care for. And I love drawing that stuff. I love getting the opportunity to bring someone's character or their OC to life. So yeah, please. You should show them Brag. I guess I have it right here, huh? Yeah, here's the D&D one that we did last week. Tuesday. What we did Tuesday regarding some characters in a D&D campaign that I'm actually in. This is Thoric, the Kobold, and Bragalak, the Dragonborn. And in our last session, they kind of had a heart-to-heart moment where it was looking a lot like Thoric was not going to make it because Kobolds have famously low HP. And he ended up surviving by the help of Bragalak. And so at the end it was, Thoric's like, I did it, I'm alive. And Bragalak kind of took on the weight of like, yeah, you are. And I now understand how dangerous this is for someone of your predicament. So we have like the happy, not understanding the situation character, and then the one who has the curse of understanding it far too well. Yeah, we had a ton of fun with that one. I think I like it. I want to keep it simple. Oh, I know! Lissus, I think you mentioned this earlier. Kind of make it look like a aviator. What if I make an allusion to aviator goggles? Which may actually just end up becoming aviator goggles, because I kind of dig that. Let me know what you think. If you hate it, you hate it, and we'll see about changing it. Alright, I joined the Discord. Right on! Welcome, Mermaid Melody Forever. It is so nice to have you. So nice to have you as part of our salty crew. So nice to have you as in the Discord. Just great to have you overall. I always love when we get new friends. Welcome. Something like that, maybe. Mayhaps. Like so. Let's take a look at that OC. In general? Oh, it's in StreamArt. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Yes, we can make that happen. Who did this art? Who did the art that you currently have on there? Just out of curiosity. Hey, Stellar, yes, this is, as requested on the Discord, a flying type evolution. So we are making that happen. Glad to have you, by the way. This is by Funabury. He also does video editing, and he is great. I will have to check them out. Thank you. So flying. Let's do a blue for the overall color. Take out some. I think my mouse is going to start messing up as it normally does. New tablet tomorrow. New tablet tomorrow. I just got to make it through. And then new tablet tomorrow. Forced Friday tomorrow. It's been a minute, I feel like. We talk about YouTube and the Smiths together a lot. Yeah. Right on. YouTube and the Smiths? Is that like Benny and the Jets? Oh, you. Talk about YouTube and the Smiths together. What are you watching on YouTube? Do you have anything currently? I'm looking for something to watch. Give us a little pap of color. Just a little pap. I spend a lot of time just like I'm working on the computer and stuff, and I need stuff. I have a PC here and a TV monitor here. I need stuff to watch. I otherwise I'll just watch Community again. Elton John and Morrissey are both from England, and that's probably one of the only things they have in common. We both make anime videos. Oh my gosh, really? I would love to see that. Do you mean like anime, like commentary type stuff, or like you are making anime? Both of those things are cool, and I applaud you for either of them. I'm getting there. I want these leg things to blend into the actual leggy leg. Forgot a toesy. We do different stuff, but I like doing analysis, documentaries type stuff. That's cool. I've wanted to get into. I'm gonna out myself here. I've wanted to get into anime. Nothing was fitting for me. I'm very much from the Dragon Ball Z generation, and I couldn't get into Dragon Ball. I actually, here's the thing. I could get into Dragon Ball. I could not get into Dragon Ball Z. Could not do it. I'm not gonna bag on Dragon Ball Z, but the idea and the concept behind it, I could not get behind. I just didn't. But then My Hero Academia came out recently, and I am all about it. I love My Hero. I'm super behind, but I am all about it. Fudabe's editing blows me out of the water, though. Generation Z, oh, that's interesting. I actually like the original Dragon Ball more, too. Yeah, it was just, like, fun. Like, it felt like the idea was fun adventure. And then it became, like, with Dragon Ball Z, it went from, like, fun adventure to battle arcs. And don't tell me I'm wrong, because I know for a fact that that's what's going on. It went to just like battle arcs, and I was like, that's cool, but what about like Goku and the like that Red Rocket team and things like that, like befriending a friendly like giant that was like a Frankenstein, you know, like training with Krillin and Master Roshi, and every now and then having those battle arcs, meeting Piccolo, all that cool stuff that went away because it became like about who's the strongest. How do we figure out who's the strongest? And wasn't down for it, unfortunately. I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, but I know a lot of people point to that as a good adventure series. I've heard of Hunter x Hunter. I don't know squat about it, but I'm open to hearing. The current dub season on My Hero is insane. Oh, OnlyFans? Yeah. The current dub season of My Hero is insane. I need to get back on it. I think I fell out of it because I like hit the end of the dub seasons, and then because I'm a dubber. Sorry. And then I watched a few on that are subtitled, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but I don't read very fast. And I just kind of fell out of it. I need to get back into it, because I really, really enjoyed My Hero. I kind of super like that. just like the story and like I'm a big Marvel fan, and I feel like My Hero really, marketing wise, like slid into that niche of like people love superheroes right now. Let's make a manga about it. Lots of newer fans love dubs. I find it annoying how people keep dunking on them and gatekeep due to their preference. Exactly. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm sorry, but I like the dubs. Like, I have to apologize, I feel like, when I say it. But, you know, it's... I watch TV, I watch shows, I watch movies for comfort, not to impress people. I mean, sure, there's some stuff where it's like, I'll see if I can get into it, I'll try it out so that I can talk to my friends about it or whatever. But, you know, if it's like, hey, watch this show, you gotta read, and it's like, I'm not into that part of it, I'm trying to watch it for comfort, I think it's hard. And, like I said, I work throughout the day, and I have 2 monitors. I can't really watch it if I have to read it. I spend most of the time, like, shows that I watch, just listening to them. And if something crazy interesting happens, if a character says, look, over there, then I'll look. But, apart from that, not really. I gotta listen. Let's try to get these eyes. I kind of want to do them darker than the actual... And we're going to see how that works out. I think the last season of My Hero that I saw, they introduced Lemillion. I already know what happens with him. But they introduced Lemillion. And I loved the character. I loved his whole group of like the 3... it's been so long. The 3 like upperclassmen type characters. I loved the whole deal. And then I fell out of it. Sad story, right? I like it. I tried to give it the like silhouette on the face of almost like it's wearing a helmet, and then it has the big ears that I can see like extending out to fly or glide. The tail almost as a rudder, and the legs kind of doing the same type of thing. Has that Red Baron style scarf so that it's not solidly one color. I'm digging it. Trying to think of a good adventure shows I've seen. Space Adventure Cobra is pretty good, and I'm watching Hakuge Densetsu right now, which is also pretty good. Yeah, I got it. There was another. What's another one? I'm trying to think. There was another anime that I got into for a minute. I don't remember what it was. I'll say this, it takes a lot for me to get into an anime. I'm not like a naturally an anime fan. It takes a lot for me to get into an anime. But I'm usually willing to put in the work that goes into it. Like, okay, I know that my American sensibilities say if it's not good episode 1, I ain't watching. And I know that a lot of anime and stuff just from other countries has... You kind of got to wait. You got to let it build, you know? And I get that. That's fine. I just... There's a certain point with that type of stuff where it's like... Okay, you're taking a little too long. I'll say this though, I'm pumped about Forest Friday tomorrow. I not often am, but I feel like in it we're making some serious headway. I got a taser now, so that's pretty cool in the forest, not in real life. Or maybe I do. Don't trust. Don't break into my house. Don't find out. I made some serious headway by finding a taser and then saving the game, which I did not do last time that I got really good weaponry. When I got a gun and then died immediately. Not immediately, I was alive for a little bit. Yeah, I don't watch a lot anymore because I don't really have the time. That's the thing. Time is nuts. I don't have a lot of time either. But I'm trying to remind myself that my time for enjoying things is important as well. Which, if I'm being kind of honest, is why I didn't stream a lot yesterday. I just need a little bit of a break. Would much rather work on stuff. Yeah, I feel like, too, because you're saying that you do, like, anime videos. Like, at some point, I have to assume, or I'll just ask, at some point, does the joy become work? Because I feel like, you know, we take on stuff where we're like, this is going to be my break from the humdrum, but at some point, it does become work. So I'm just curious if you feel that way. With your videos, I like analysis because it forces you to look deeper into stuff, which can deepen your enjoyment. That's a good way of looking at it. You know, like you now get to not just watch it as the layman fan, you get to watch it as someone studying it, you know, as someone who is appreciating it on a different level. I get that. I super get that. But at the same time, it can sometimes make watching stuff a chore because you have to hyper-focus all the time and keep a lot of stuff in the mind. Yeah. I watch, like, I'm a big Marvel fan, and I'll watch, like, new rock stars and these groups. The shadow looks terrible. Trust that I will fix it. I watch them, and I think, like, do they go to the movie with, like, a notepad in hand? And if so, like, I don't think I could do that, because I'd be too, like, okay, this movie's too good. I can't just, you know, I have to watch this. But I think that. And I guess if it's your job, it's different. Oh, they top lit it in that. It has so much lore and history behind it. Oh, it for sure does. I don't know if Stellar Avenger's still on, but they could tell you stories. All the crazy escapades. They are the lore librarian of Marvel stuff. One of the most educated people in comics that I know. Making like a comprehensive history of popular superhero type video would be so daunting. Well, I think the thing with it is, like, it's daunting, not because the history is so, like, crazy and intense, but because the fans are. You know? Here's the history of this character. It's, you forgot the time. You forgot the time when this happened, and he actually showcased that he doesn't have a weakness to that. He just believes that he does. And so, it's like, come on, dude. It's very often I've found the fans that make that stuff hard. It's the fact that you're making this video for someone whose job they believe it is, who believe that their job is to prove you wrong, if that makes sense. Their job is to prove that they know more than you, and your job is kind of to make something for them that shows them that you know a lot. It's such a backwards, stupid way that happens. So yeah, I think it's daunting, but not daunting due to subject matter. I think it's daunting due to the fact that there's so much that something's gonna get cut out, and it's gonna be something unimportant, but it's also the thing that someone is going to anchor to. Someone's gonna really care about the fact that Superman has mind wipe abilities based on Superman, one of the old Superman movies. You did not mention that he could have done this or that. It's why the character comic book guy exists in The Simpsons and why it still exists and is such a profound character, because there's people like that. And when you go into something that you are passionate about and you care about, that guy is going to appear. It's going to manifest. Anime fans especially often hate anime YouTube videos on principle, which sucks. Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, anime alone has such a divided fan base. Like, even like you brought it up earlier, like subs versus dubs. So divided that it's like, how do you make it work? How do you make something knowing that it's going to get such criticism? I say as an artist. You know, my art gets criticized all the time. This art will get criticized. Usually by people who have nothing to do with it, and that's just the way things is. You know, it's people who can't do always have an opinion. I am going to bring down the opacity on that. Just be patient. All of this is going to get opacity brought down. Like, people get triggered when executives say anime is just for kids or something, but with the way a lot of anime fans react to things, I can't blame them. Fair. I get scared to talk about it because, like I said, I'm not a huge anime fan. Where someone's going to, you know, he doesn't know, he doesn't understand, he's just pretending to know our culture. Yeah, that's true. It's not always a welcoming community. What community is, though? Like, what community is out there where it's like, wow, the big thing that this video game or TV or franchise has is their fans are the most welcoming. Like, who does? Like, show me one. Show me one where it's welcoming. The Fred Rogers fan base is the most loving people on the internet. A dig. Avion. The flying type EV evolution. Deep Rock Galactic seems to be pretty chill. I mean, I can't say you're wrong. Baba Booey. Let's do ground evolution. Now, was I believe one of the next ones here. This one's gonna be tough. I like talking to people who are very surface level because they are too Chad to get overly invested in anything. Lol. That's me. I'm invested in nothing. No vested interests here. Tell me about your job. I don't care about your dedication to Funko Pop. Fair enough. I don't actually... I buy Funko Pops. But it's always such a gamble. Because I know I can't collect them all. And I have this completionist in me that so desperately wants to. That so desperately says, how much would it cost? Just, you know, to have all the Funko Pops. How much would it cost? Millions. Well, that's fair. We could make that happen. I can't. That's the thing. Just came to check on you. What are you drawing now? I have one more evolution, and then I have a haunted house to draw. So I'm trying to jam through here. I actually normally don't have a ton of requests, but for some reason on this one we got a lot of people. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4-ish requests right now, so we're gonna miss some today, but we will get back to them for the stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I have no plans for ground type Eevee. Oh, I did have plans. Cutemon? Cutimon? Oh man, this looks like a Digimon, doesn't it? Let me see what you're talking about. Oh man. It does. It looks like this Digimon. Which group of Digimon is this from? Is this from like the newest one? Maybe you could do like a rock scarf with a jewel in the middle. But here's the thing that was brought up. Mermaid Melody Forever. The person who requested this said ground type, not rock. Pretty much don't make it look like rock type. I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna Bunnelby this bee. Big, heavy duty, big meaty claws. I also picture this being in the same generation as the flying one. Pokemon X-Rose Wars Fusion in the West. Yeah, I was like, it feels like one of those newy ones. I know this looks like Palmon, but we're not done yet. We're gonna go big meaty claws for ears. Do the glue trap meme, except it's a puddle of mud. I'll add it to the list. That's terrible. Why do you put such terrible things in the queue? I say that, we had some pretty rad stuff a couple days ago. We had, so there's this story that I bring up all the time, which is that, if you know the Challenger space shuttle, the one that blew up, Big Bird from Sesame Street was supposed to be on that, but last minute they pulled him and said, hey, we're actually not going to have him on here. And I thought, like, what is the universe where Big Bird got on the Challenger space shuttle and was like, because what do you do? Like literally, what do you do if Big Bird dies, like, on national TV? And the concept was Big Bird is the lone survivor of the Challenger crash, and it's there. We did this whole thing a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago. Time has escaped me as a concept. But I picture these two evolutions being in the same generation. So they'll probably... I like the idea that they have some similarities. Like, the ears are essentially the same, just fulfilling very different purposes. Time isn't real if you pretend it isn't real. I don't know enough about time to say you're wrong. I think I remember hearing about that. That definitely would have scarred children for life. Oh, yeah. Big Bird, to watch Big Bird, a Muppet who you've come to know and love, represents some form of innocence or childhood, explode in the sky. And you can do one of two things. He's dead. Sorry, kids. Or he's the only survivor. Sorry, kids. I think this is going very far in the direction of Rabbit, which I don't think Eevee is. Yeah, Big Bird was supposed to, there's a universe out there where Big Bird died on the Challenger. Stella, you might have heard it from me. I bring it up a lot. Kind of got those Diggersby type ears. Yeah, I want to find a way to make them kind of their own thing. Eevee is just a four-legged mammal. Some forms are more canid, some are more feline. Yeah, I get that. I feel dumb being like, here it is. That's a rabbit. But it's not anything. Yeah, but it's not a rabbit. Maybe I just got Easter on the mind. Anyone have cool plans for Easter? Anyone hunting eggs? And some more akin to foxes. Actually, most are, yeah. Most EVs are just foxes. I think they were originally the Fennec fox. But then they had Fennekin, and they were like, "Oh, it's just animal." Well, I forgot Easter was coming. Well, yeah, it kind of sneaks up every year. It kind of sneaks up on me. You know what did that to me this year was St. Patrick's Day. I don't drink, so I wasn't like crazy looking forward to it like some people are. And I was like getting ready for the day, and I was like, "I think today's St. Patrick's Day." Like I literally was like driving and was like, "Oh wait, it's St. Patrick's Day today." What if I do not Diggersby's ears and make them actual, like, hands? Because Diggersby has claws, like, that's the thing. Big meaty hands. Thing is, I like want to do like, oh, Diggersby has that, so I can't do that. Maybe I'll just go simple, leave it as is. Like, there's so many caveats to it. Like, gotta be ground, not rock. It's gotta be its own Pokemon. Can't look like Diggersby. Can't look like a Digimon either. I'm trapped here. I'm trying to make it work. I just don't. I'm one side than the other here. So I'm thinking if I make them like look like hands rather than claws, I'll be able to kind of go against that. Like, oh, it's not Diggersby because Diggersby has those like claw things. I can now see why there isn't a ground type evolution. Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. But we're here. We're doing it, and it's happening, and I'm full of regret. I saw some, like, when I was looking through art, just for, like, reference and stuff, where they went with, like, a Native American vibe, and I really liked it, but I saw so many people doing it that I kind of told myself that I wouldn't go that vibe. The hands make it look like it would be a good fighting type evolution. Maybe we'll swap out. Maybe once it's done, it's like, okay, that's very clearly fighting type. Who knows? Who knows the will of madmen? What was that? I don't know why I'm putting this on him, it just feels right. It's big like clunker. I tend to see a lot of ancient Egyptian-inspired designs for groundwork. Yeah, that makes sense. Like dust type feel. Like that's kind of where I go, is like dust. You know, dust can't really be misconstrued as rock. Really, it's its own deal. If you put this Pokemon on a weight scaler, it would make a crater in the ground. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going for. Like, let's make it bulky. We don't have very many bulky evolutions. Give him some strong muscles. Give him some arm. No. Now that's a fighting type. Give me a fun, Pokédex entry for this guy. I think that's what I need for the inspiration, is I need a fun Pokédex entry. What's its name gonna be? Dustion? I do like scarf chokers you put on these too. Oh, thanks. I don't know why I did that, but it happened. Felt right. Like Cosmion. Dustion, it's heavy as shit. Do not try to pick it up. Yeah. Yeah. Ash picked up a Cosmion, no problem. Ash does a lot of stuff he's not supposed to do, though. Ash and Kaiba would get along well. Look at all my cards. I've collected every card. I am a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster champion. What about you? I'm gonna catch them all. How many have you gotten? Like 15? You're not doing well. No, I'm not doing well. What's your franchise's slogan again? Gotta catch 'em all? That museum made no sense, but he has that shonen protagonist strength. Yeah. What are they gonna do? Let Ash just die right then and there because he was stupid enough to try to pick up Cosmog? Kaiba would run a crypto scam. Oh, for certain. I'm sorry, were we debating that? Was that meant to be a conversation? No, that would happen. That is essentially the premise of his character in the show. Kaiba lost Duel Kingdom, immediately opened his own city, and then said like, oh yeah, the winning person gets to go against me. You? The guy who got 4th place in Duelist Kingdom? Like that premise of like, if you win, you can face me in Duelist City. It's like, dude, you didn't do well in the last game. You did exceptionally poorly. And even as well as he did on his last duel against Yugi, it was because he threatened to kill himself if he lost. Kaiba got so salty he rewrote the rules for his new tournament. Oh yeah, he did. And then he opened a school and was like, if you make the highest class, you can be Obelisk Blue. Ooh, no thanks. We all acknowledge that Yugi is a celebrity in this world. I don't see any reason that I would want to be named after a business owner when I could be in the group of the king of games. Like, feels weird. Don't you want to be in the same group as me, Kaiba, the Elon Musk of this world? Nah, I'd rather be in the same group as the king of games. God, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiba is just the embodiment of the angry, crying Wojak. Truer words have never been spoken. This is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's only 4 in the entire world. Not anymore. Ugh! Going to the Shadow Realm. Good, Yugi's grandpa. Is it just me, or was that show crazy inconsistent? That's a joke. I know it wasn't me. Like, people got away with a lot of stuff because Yugi was just like, I can't do that, I can't, that would be terrible. Like, what's his face? The, Weevil Underwood. Straight up threw his key cards overboard, dude. Purposefully. So that he could win the tournament, like, on day one. Why is it doing that? Still goes hard. Thank you. I don't know what colors I'm going for. I think that's right. That feels right. I'm going for like a dusty, dirty type thing. So this feels right? It's not my go-to is the problem. I usually try to go for stuff that's a little bit cleaner color-wise, but this is what we're looking at because that's what we want. Right? Ooey. Ooey. Crunchy. It's a little bit more. Rex and Weevil were definitely both in the closet together. Fair. Fair. You know what my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster is? Guess. Give me a guess. It appeared in Duel City. Give me a guess. Who's the best, like, coolest design, I'll say that, Yu-Gi-Oh monster? Appeared in Duelist City. Give me a guess. You'll be wrong. Jinzo? How did you get it first shot? I'm not even messing around. I'm not even joking. I'm not doing a bit. How did you get it first shot? It is 100% Jinzo. I'm not messing with you. Is it because you were one of the what we call Jinzo heads too? Welcome, brother. Jinzo is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster. By leaps and bounds. I was so upset when like Duel Links came out and you know, you gotta kind of follow the meta, and so I made at the time a elemental hero deck, and I was like, I just want to play Jinzo. Jinzo, my favorite. They both have hats. So I played Jinzo, and I was like, this isn't doing well. And then they made a bunch of more Jinzos, and freaking love Jinzo. Best Yu-Gi-Mon out there. Try to stifle a yawn. It's not good to yawn on stream. Let's do that. Oi, oi, oi. Should I just do this? I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna be underlit. Yeah, why not? We'll underlight it. Dark Magician Girl got me feeling some type of way when I was younger, but that's too obvious, lol. Boy, do I have an Etsy shop for you. I was looking up, I have a, like, custom made, I have a custom made 3 Egyptian God cards that are really cool. Like, just an artist, they did full art over the whole card, and the artist went nuts. Like, went crazy. They are so good. I love them. Often, I keep talking about doing like a toy stream where I show like my toys and my collectibles and things. It's not happened yet, but it may happen, and I'll show them off. But they're really cool. And he also, like, I remember I was perusing his wares, and he had like hidden in there. Also, if you want some NSFW Dark Magician Girl stuff, I got that too. And I was like, this guy knows. He knows his market. Get some shedding down. Took a little oops nap today. You ever do that? You ever have one of those naps where you're like, I'm gonna take an oops nap. I'm just gonna take a nap real quick, or just close my eyes for just a second. It turns into an oops nap. Oh, did you get one of those cards where they draw over the rest of a normal card? No, it wasn't one of those. It was just like the guy, like, they're the same type of stock, the same like card stock and everything that's used for the real Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It just made. Let me. It's right here. Like, for example, this is Obelisk the Tormentor. We're talking Yu-Gi-Oh. You can't see it, can you? I think I still have it somewhere. It looks sick. See, maybe it's the glare. Let me pull it out. It's hard to see. You can see my banjo very clearly in the background when I hold it there. It goes to my musical past. Green screen moment. I actually don't have a green screen. I need to get one. Don't currently have one. Birthday just passed. Maybe next birthday. And I don't know if I should color the inside of this Dust Cyclone. At least I'll at least do one there. Looks okay. Maybe I'll do two. I picked a really tricky design to do for this tail. One that I've never really done before. So please don't make fun of me. There we go. Just thought of Fabled Cruise and Tour Guide from the Underworld. They are definitely some of my favorites. Oh yeah! Tour Guide from the Underworld was great. It got like its own section in Duel Links. I'm currently running a, in Master Duel, a Heroic Champion deck, and I love it. It was a really good meta a while back that's since been overturned, but I really enjoy it, and it's not 100% like unstoppable. It's not like, I don't feel like I'm cheating by playing it. But I really like the synergy that the cards have together. I'm not typically one for short hair, but Tour Guide is a queen. I get that. We are all entitled to what it is that we Tour Guide. I didn't like in the series how people just randomly got new cards. Like, it was like a duel would be happening and Yugi's like, and now I play my Dark Magician Girl. It's like, when was this supposed to happen? When did we see this? Were we supposed to know about this? One go blue. I think there was actually a new manga some time ago that tries to simulate how a more realistic take on Yu-Gi-Oh would be. I'd be down. I always love when shows take like more realistic turns. Like they try to be like, okay, we understand that, you know, this was kind of ridiculous when we were trying to find our footing. Let's try again. And this time we won't be weird about it. It's like, fine, Konami, I'll give you a chance. And Konami says, you fools. I tricked you into buying more cards. To this day, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I never really did. Like tournament-wise or anything. I just like had it with my friends and we played on the bus and at school for a bit. To this day, every once in a great while when I'm at the store and I'm like, I got $5 extra cash. I'll get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack. I'll get a pack of cards. There we go. So here is what I'm going to do. Because I really want to... I know that Iridium, you gave us the prospect of doing the haunted house with the character. I really, really want to do that. And I want to give it the time that it's due. Also, it's going to take me some time. Mermaid Melody Forever. I want to do your character as well. I want to get both those done. So here's what I'm going to do. Between now and tomorrow, I'm going to take no requests so that I can get both those done and give them the time that they are due for tomorrow's stream. Because I only have 30 minutes left here, and I don't want to, if I'm being honest, I don't want to half-ass a drawing that that means something to you guys. So that's my intention. That's what we're going to do. So I'm saying that tomorrow I want to get that done. Pardon me. I want to get that done for you guys on the stream tomorrow. And I want to give it its time. I want to give it everything that it deserves. So that's the plan. Okay? In the meantime, what I want to do is I want to wrap up here by raiding Good Apple Boy. So we've got a few people still on. We're going to raid Good Apple Boy. Give him a good Baba Booey when we get in there. Give him a Baba Booey. B-A-B-A-B-O-O-E-Y. This is totally fine by me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, like, I'd rather spend an hour to 2 hours working on a drawing for somebody, especially where it's live, where they can see it, to get it done right, than say, I'm going to bust it out in 30 minutes. So we're going to go and raid Good Apple Boy, who's another streamer, another artist who I really appreciate, really enjoy. Once we get in there, give him a Baba Booey, just like that Mermaid Melody Forever. Let's raid him. Give him a Baba Booey. Give him a good Baba Booey. Tell him Stern sent ya. I'll be there too in just a mo. Did that go through? Yeah. So we're going to go see Good Apple Boy. Give him a Baba Booey from Stern. I'm going to wrap up here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. It's been a dream.